and you're adjusting it as you're listening. Listen. I know y'all not used to this, but I had to do this because I don't feel like setting up my camera. If you didn't know, your boy just got a placement with Little Papa on his album. This is about at least like 10, 11 days ago. It's track number 7. It's just me and Drum Dummy. If you want to know where the melody comes from, the melody actually comes from the Head Ass Volume 1. It's called Chris Brown. I think it's at 145 BPM or something like that. It's free, you can get it, but it got placed. Currently, right now, it is on a Billboard 200. I think it's at 160 right now. If you haven't already gotten that kit, there's another Head Ass pack that dropped recently. It's called the Head Ass Volume 3. It's down below in the description. Other than that, we're gonna get straight into this video. I don't wanna waste y'all time. But whenever I'm making melodies, I tend to do a lot just within the first 4 bars and then repeat it. Extend this out. We're gonna repeat this part. The more you do this, the more you can be like, you know what, I'm gonna just experiment. That's why. So we're gonna build the chord based off of this technique that I got for y'all. We're just doing an F minor 7. But for those who don't know theory, I went from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 7, and 10. Now this is the cool part about chords is once you figure out the foundation, you can add more to it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because now at this point, this G, you can start to build your counter melody. So bass, chord, start my counter melody. So I want to put a little small ornament right there. So we're building this chord, and we're going to do the same type of technique. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then basically we're doing the same technique over and over. 1, 2, 3. Of course, I didn't use the same technique again. If I'm building the chord, I know this note is not going to work. This note could work, but it's gonna, that's not really what I wanted to go for. So I'm gonna just keep moving up. This is not even in the scale, nor does it sound good. I'm like, okay, it's going in the direction that I want it to go. So now all I'm doing is adding harmonies over top of it, which is just more notes. So another little trick you can do too is if hearing the chord, like y'all just gotta sing, bro. Like, and you'll hear the note, and then once you start doing that, the chords will be so easy.
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
So take this.
I think DJ said, "What's the snap?"
What's a snap? I'm currently on 1/6 beat, and then all I'm gonna do is the same chord, but that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna take this. We don't need that C sharp. And all I'm doing is just copying the same chords over. And then for this part, we could put that break right there. Boom, boom. And we'd be good. could do this for real, for real. Bladder. All right, so we see it's the same chord, but it drops down. I don't know how this will sound as a fully diminished chord. So it's fully diminished just means it's all minor intervals. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Oh, that's kind of dope. Yeah, I kind of want to add some more to that. Okay, basically like a C major chord. This would be like a C7. I took this last note and dropped it down.
I'm seeing the changes in between each chords, like you have little variations and you have something to make it realistic in each side as well.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna strum this. If you do this too far, you see how the note kind of goes into it, and that's what you don't want. You don't want the note to be behind like the other one. You see how that? Blah, 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 that's because right here is going over, and that's what you don't want. So you take this joint back. Because if it does it in one part, it's definitely, it did it somewhere else. So the best way for me to just get rid of it, all you got to do is highlight everything, hold Alt, left click, and then drag it however you want to. Just enough so it's not touching anywhere. As a piano player, you're not going to be like, boom, and then you immediately can play the next chord. You're going to take a breath, or at least you're going to release towards the end of your chord. So that's another good way to even make your stuff more realistic. So the last thing that I normally do is I do Alt X, and it brings up this level scaling. It starts right here, and I'm gonna let y'all know that level scaling is not the same as highlighting everything, holding Alt, and then scrolling like this. It's not the same thing, because when you do the Alt X, and if you look at the bottom notes and then the top notes, the further down you go, the more they shrink with each other. When you highlight everything and hold Alt and scroll down, it just stays at the same velocities. And it's the same idea as the strum. You're just playing it and you're adjusting it as you're listening. And that's another way to take out that harshness in the piano. So it's best to just put the chord down. Once you do the chords, strum that joint, and go over here to leveling and just turn it down. And then you can just turn this up. If you want to contact me, hit me up on IG and ask me about the Remind Me app. I add you to it. It's like a whole bunch of producers that's already on the app, so I only have a limited amount of space on it right now. I'll hit you up. I'll send you a link. If you guys want more footage like this where you're not gonna get this on Producergrind. This is exactly what goes on in the Patreon. It's a lot of material that's being taught. And that was just a random session. If you want to get tapped in and happen to be in one of these sessions, hit me up on IG, bro, and let me know that you're trying to get added to the Remind Me app. My next upload will be Wednesday. So I'm uploading on Saturday, and I'm also uploading on Wednesdays. So expect another video on Wednesday from me. If y'all can get this video to 1,000 likes, I'll show you guys how I made the melody, the little pop-up. I'm gonna break down everything, the sounds I was using, so on and so forth. So anyway, I will see y'all Wednesday in the next video. Peace.